smoked and seared thick cut pork chops on Smokin and Drinkin. Hey, welcome back to Smokin and Drinkin. I'm Mike, and today we're making smoked and seared boneless pork chops. Let's get smoking. All right, it's a pretty simple recipe. We are going to put a little bit of oil, extra virgin olive oil, on our pork chops, and then we're going to season it with my golden hog dust pork rub. I'm going to get a good coating of rub on those, and then we're going to get them on the smoker. So let's get started. Let me grab my gloves. We're going to one glove this one. All right, we just need a little bit of oil on there so that it gives the rub something to bind to. You can use mustard. I've been using the extra virgin olive oil a lot more. My doctor says that's better than butter. You could also use butter. I like using oil. I think it gives it a nice, helps give it a nice crisp edge to it. But mostly it's just a binder. All right, we got our oil on there. Now we're just gonna get a good heavy coating of our golden hog dust. Try not to let the wind take so much of it. We are really battling the Kansas wind today. I tell you, some days you can't hardly even go outside without getting blown away. But that's okay. All right. I'm going to get all the edges coated. These are nice, thick-cut, boneless pork chops. I went to a barbecue many years ago, and the gentleman hosting had some delicious, thick-cut, boneless pork chops. And I haven't had pork chops that good since then. Hopefully I can replicate what he did and have some good pork chops. All right, I let those pork chops sit for about 15 minutes to let the seasoning, the rub kind of soak in to the pork chops. And so now we're ready to get them on the smoker. And you'll see I got a little something extra in the corner there. That's the side that we're working on. We'll reveal that a little later. Just gonna put these right on next to the Dutch oven we got going in there. And we're gonna let those go. We're gonna let those go about 30 minutes. And we'll check the internal temp. We want it up to about 130. So we'll check back when those are ready. All right, I just checked the temp on the pork chops. They are up to about 135. I'm going to pull them off for a minute, and I'm going to cover them in some tin foil. And I got the skillet on the grill already. I'm going to crank the temp up. We're going to sear these pork chops. So I'm just going to pull them off real quick. Oh, they smell delicious. Okay, get those covered with some foil. Normally I'd say just loosely tint them, but with this wind, we got to tuck it in good. All right, then I'm gonna crank the smoker all the way up to 450. And like I said, I got the skillet in there. We'll let that warm up about 5 minutes. And then we're gonna put the chops back on for about 3 to 5 minutes, just searing the edges. The last minute or so, we're gonna make a glaze for it. But we'll just check back in a minute when the pan is good and hot. Okay, our pan is up to temp. we're going to get the chops on there and sear them. Try not to let everything blow away here. Okay. Okay, there we go. Well, probably could have waited a little longer. I don't hear the sizzle, but that's okay. It'll get there. We're just going to let those sear about 3 or 4 minutes. And the wind is going crazy. Real quick, while those are searing, we're going to make a glaze. And we're going to do a bourbon barbecue glaze. And that'll just make it a nice crust on the edge of it. And we're just going to guess here. There goes my tinfoil. Just about, I don't know, 2 tablespoons of barbecue sauce. And then just, whoa, yeah, about a tablespoon of bourbon. That's going to be a little rich. Let's add a little more barbecue sauce just to thin that out a little bit. Got a little heavy-handed with the bourbon. I love bourbon. All right. We're going to just wait for a minute while that sears, and then we'll be right back. All right. Got them in the pan. They've been searing a little bit, about 3 or 4 minutes. I'm going to glaze them and flip them over and glaze the other side. Let them go another 3 or 4 minutes. Okay, and then we're going to flip. There we go. That's going to give it a nice sweet bourbon honey barbecue flavor. So, all right, we're going to let that go another 3 or 4 minutes. And you'll see we got our side back on there, our Dutch oven. So, all right, let's get those chops off. They should be done. Oh boy. Got a nice little crispy sear to them. Can't wait to dig into those. Got our, I don't know if I mentioned it, but I made a side to go with it, and it is the smoked creamy corn. It is a recipe, it's an adaptation of Mrs. Smokin's recipe, and it is creamy corn. We're just going to add a little bit of that to our chops, so we have a side to go with it here. There we go. Oh boy. I can't wait to get a taste of that. Okay, we've got our smoked and seared thick cut boneless pork chops and our smoked creamy corn, and we are going to just cut into this here. Get a taste. Oh, it's nice and tender. And a little bit of a smoke ring on it. That's good. I didn't expect much. We didn't smoke it a long time, but nice and juicy. Here we go. Oh. Oh, wow. It's really juicy and tender. That bourbon barbecue sauce makes a nice sweet glaze on it. Oh, that's awesome. Let's get a little bit of this corn. See if it's as good as Mrs. Smokin's. Probably not. Sorry, honey. I think I got you beat. Don't tell Mrs. Smokin. Of course, we've got a pairing to go with it. We have a Shiner Lemonade Shandy. I've never had a shandy before. I've had some folks ask me to make it, so I thought I'd better try it and see what it's like. So it's a seasonal lemonade shandy. Oh, that's nice. Nice and light. I think it's about 4.5% alcohol, 4.2. Nice for a summer meal like this. Wow, that's really good. That pairs nicely with the applewood smoked pork chops and the creamy smoked corn. So that about does it for the smoked and seared thick cut boneless pork chops. I want to thank you all for tuning in again. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up and go ahead and subscribe. It doesn't cost you anything. Helps me out, helps me make these videos for you, bringing them to you for free every Sunday morning. As always, Prost!